But when I cross that bridge, maybe I'll know. But I ain't crossing that bridge anytime soon. Hey guys, I'm Pachia. If this is your first time here, hello and welcome. If you've been to my channel before and you see my previous videos or you see my future videos and somehow ended up on this video, well, hello and welcome back. So, the thankful question this week. What is one feeling that you are thankful to have? Comment below and I will tell you my feeling at the end of this video. Thanksgiving is 3 weeks away. So what are you guys planning? Are you planning what you're cooking? Are you planning where you're going? Or are you planning your Black Friday shopping? Ken and I will be traveling to Alabama to spend Thanksgiving with his side of the family. And I do plan on doing some shopping there. But what I'm planning here is to find a place for our kids to stay. And when I say kids, I mean our fur kids, Sophie and Toby. We are always thankful when our family and friends can watch our kids because they have their own lives, their own kids, and we know how much work it takes to have 2 dogs. Unfortunately, no one is available, so we are looking into boarding them at the vet's office. Ugh, I hate it when they go to the vet's office because I feel like they don't get enough out of crate time. They do get out to go outside and pee and poop, but I just feel like that's not enough time for them to really stretch their legs and run and just kind of be free to roam around. And I know when they stay with our family and friends, they get that like playtime and they get the out of crate time. But it is what it is, as long as we know they're in a safe place. I'm so thankful for Sophie and Toby. They are the light in my life and I love them so much. I love it when I come home from work or running errands and they greet me at the door. I love how they sense when I'm in a bad mood or when I'm feeling like really emotional. They get extra sweet and extra cuddly, and I love how they're always there to listen to me. They are the best listeners and the best secret keepers because they can't talk back. They can't tell anyone anything. Sometimes I do wish they could talk back to give me some feedback or, you know, just to have a conversation. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm glad they don't talk because I feel like they be snitches. I love my dogs. I really do. But I don't consider myself a dog person. And one of the reasons why I say that is because I still have a slight fear of dogs. Growing up, we were not allowed to have a pet. We were a pet-free home. But my neighbor had 2 chow chows. This is what a chow chow looks like. I mean, they're kind of cute, medium-sized, furry. But let me tell you, I don't know if it's all chow chows or it was just my neighbor's dogs, but they were vicious. They would bark at us when we're playing outside for no reason, and they would jump over the hedge and chase us. I don't consider that playing. If you have a chow chow or you know anyone does, are they vicious or are they like friendly? So growing up in a pet-free home, I never saw myself having a dog, let alone 2 dogs. Sophie was kind of a planned situation, but Toby was completely unexpected and unplanned. Sophie was originally my cousin's dog, and when she had posted a picture of her on Facebook, I had commented saying, you know, if you ever want to give her away, I'll be willing to take her. I know my cousin, and I had an inkling that she would want to give her away. My cousin texted me and was like, hey, do you want Bella? Which was her name before I changed it to Sophie. By the way, when I saw that picture of her, I knew she wasn't a Bella. In my heart, I knew she was a Sophie. So I had already picked her name before actually like being gifted her. Like, you guys know that feeling when like you say you want something and then someone says they'll give it to you and then you're not really prepared for it and you're like, oh shit. That's how I felt when my cousin texted me. I was like, in my head, I was thinking, let me really think about this. Let me talk to Kid about it. Kid grew up with dogs, so he's very comfortable around them. And I was like, are we prepared for this? I was so unsure and like just one of those like, oh my gosh, are we really gonna take a dog in? Are we ready for this? Are we ready for this kind of responsibilities? Are we ready for this new? I mean, are we ready for this? I mean, are we ready for this? Like, are we ready for this? I did tell my cousin that I was willing to take her if she wanted to give her away. So in a way, I did feel kind of obligated to take her in. but another way I wanted to bring her in. And I remember picking her up and I was like still unsure, still like had my concerns, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're doing this. And bringing her home was one of the best decisions I and Kit have ever made. And her and Kit clicked so easily. Now, did I love her when I brought her home? No. I felt like she was a good dog and that I like her, but I didn't love her yet. As I got to know Sophie and bond with her, our relationship grew. She's my baby girl. It's funny because Kit will call her baby or call her princess, and I'll be like, stop calling her baby, stop calling her princess, her name is Sophie. Yeah, because I wanted her to know her name, because before she was with me, she was Bella. And then I know my cousin got her from her cousin. In 5 months of her life, she's been in 3 homes, okay? So I wanted her to really know her name. And it's funny because she would even answer to like baby and princess. I'm like, nip it in the butt. You are Sophie. So the more I got to know her, the more I just grew to love her. And let me tell you, my baby, she is dramatic. She will not take a pill to save her life. I have to hide it in a piece of turkey and just feed it to her. Right now, she's taking antibiotics for her skin infection, and I tried giving it to her just as is. You know, had it in my hand and it was like, here, Sophie. She wouldn't take it. And so, you know, I wrapped it in turkey and I just fed it to her. Little did she know, she just took an antibiotic. After October, she became very jealous. I'm talking about the green-eyed monster came out. When it was just like me and Kit and Toby on the couch, she would look at us, walk to her crate, huff, and just lay in her crate. And we're like, okay, bye. Like, seriously? Like, you are jealous because we're hanging out with Toby and not you? You're more than willing to hang out with us too, girl. Like, but she chose to go in her crate. So that's on her. And I swear, this girl thinks she's human. Like, we would be laying in bed and she would like rest her head on a pillow. It's like, girl, really? You need a pillow? You need to be comfortable? No, but that's my girl. That's who she is. She's all about comfort. You know, but she's just such a character. And I just love her so much. Like, she's the best dog. Toby, on the other hand, he was very unplanned. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Whoop. It was me, Kit, and Sophie for about a little over a year when another cousin of mine had texted me, was like, hey, would you be interested in a Shih Tzu Yorkie dog? And I was like, I don't know, send me a pic. She sent me a pic and I immediately knew I wanted him. It was like, oh my gosh, this dog is supposed to be my kid. So I knew I wanted to bring him in, but the thing I had to do next was convince Kit to bring him in. It didn't take a whole lot convincing the Kit. I think he was more concerned with Sophie's well-being. And I was too, because we didn't know how these dogs were going to be together. We didn't know if they were going to get along. And on top of that, we didn't know, like, with all the added responsibilities, would we be able to care for them? Would we still be able to provide for them? But I knew I wanted him. So I knew that we would figure everything else out. So the night I picked him up, I walked to my cousin's house and there he was, walking towards me like he knew I was his new mama. And I knew, okay, you got me. Brought him home. Sophie, freaking out, barking off the storm. So I don't know if she liked him at first or she just being very protective over her space. Eventually, they became best buds. And I think they are sometimes in a relationship. I think it's a love and hate relationship. Like, I think when they are feeling it, they're boyfriend and girlfriend. And when they're not feeling it, they're just friends. And when they are feeling it, it's so cute because they'll be like laying on the couch together and she would wrap her like arm around him like she's spooning him. I'm just like, oh, ain't you cute? Too cute. Even though I knew I wanted Toby when I first saw him, I still didn't love him like I love Sophie. And I had to get to know him and his personality. One word to really describe him is needy. He is like all up in your face, all up in your business. And he just wants to be hugged and snugged and cuddled. Like, he loves it when we like wrap him up in a blanket and like lay with him. Like he thinks that's like the best thing in the world. Toby, all he knows how to do is just beg, and he'll sit there like in a begging position for like 2 minutes because he wants something for you. He wants you to look at him and adore him and tell him, oh, he's so cute. And he does that for everybody. So it's like, you know what, it got old real quick with me. I'm like, baby, you do that to everybody, and it ain't even that cute anymore. Lying, it is still very cute. I love them so much, and I never knew I could love them like this. I never knew this level or this kind of love. If you have a pet, then maybe you can better relate to how I'm feeling, but maybe it's like how a parent loves their child. I don't know that kind of love either because I don't have any kids of my own. But when I cross that bridge, maybe I'll know. But I ain't crossing that bridge anytime soon. Also thankful because they taught me patience. Sophie was in heat 3 times before we got her spaded. The first time was a month after we got her. I knew that dogs get periods every 6 months, but I didn't know they would get it when they turn 6 months. So when she was in heat for the first time, Ken and I got her these like dog diapers because we didn't want like her trickling blood all over the house. But do you know the hassle of having a puppy who is in heat, who you're also house training, so you're taking the dog out every couple hours? It is a pain in the ass to take that diaper off and on. We lasted about a day, maybe 2, with the whole like putting her diaper on and putting it off. But I remember she was being really good about it because she didn't like chew it up. Like she would just walk kind of funny, like she had like a stick up her butt, you know, and she kind of like walked like this. Like she after doing like more research, apparently it's just very nature-ish for the dogs to clean themselves when they're clean because they don't like to be dirty. So Ken and I were like, you know what, forget the diapers, let's just have her, you know, clean herself. Third time she was in heat, we had Toby. Oh my, oh my. Female's dog, like, period is a month long. The first couple of weeks is they're moody, they don't want to be bothered, they just want to be left alone, they don't want anything. The second 2 weeks, that's when they start really having urges and wanting to get some and, you know, so we had to really watch Toby and Sophie because she would, I know this is really nasty to hear, she would move her tail to the side, and that was just kind of her way of saying, you know, and I was just, ugh. So disgusting. I'm so glad that we got them spayed and neutered. And if they did, you know, make babies, I don't even know how the babies will look like. Sophie is a Maltese. That I know for sure. But she's a straight up mutt. Toby, as far as I know, is a Shih Tzu and a Yorkie mix. So I can just imagine the size of Sophie looking like Toby. I don't think that was going to be a very cute dog. They are cute on their own, but together, I don't see it. But having to deal with a female dog when she's in heat teaches you patience. Can you imagine like a woman being on her period for a whole month? I mean, I know there are some girls who have their period for 3 days. I know some of them have for 7, but a whole month? Oh, no. But I can't say enough how thankful I am for my dogs and how much I love them. I want everyone to have dogs. I just think they are the greatest best friends anyone can ask for. They don't judge you. They love you unconditionally, and all they want is to be with you. Like, that's better than a best friend. Because, you know, if you're your best friend, I'm pretty sure he or she be telling you all kinds of things. Not a dog. They just want to love you, and they want you to love them. I think it's just that simple. The feeling that I am thankful for is love. I know, so cheesy, and it's not gonna get serious. It's just having Sophie and Toby in my life really opened up my eyes to how much or how different or the different kinds of way, the different feelings of love. Like how you love your mom and dad is not the same how you love your aunt and uncle, or how you love your siblings is not the same as you love your best friend. And I just never knew this kind of love was in existence. And yet here I am, and I love these two dogs wholeheartedly. You know, they're my fur kids, and they brought it out of me, which is weird because, like I said, I didn't grow up with any pets. I don't really consider myself a dog person. I didn't know I could love like this. I'm really thankful that humans have the capabilities to love. Just imagine not being able to love. How are you feeling? Kind of empty, kind of dark. You know, you don't feel good. You don't feel good because love is good, and love is the best gift. I know, so cheesy, but yes, that is the feeling that I am thankful for. Thank you for hanging out with me today. If you like this video, hit a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment. What are your plans for Thanksgiving? If you guys have any pets, and what are their names? If you guys know anyone who has a cha-cha, or if you have a cha-cha, are they mean in nature? And most importantly, what feeling are you thankful for? Is it love? Alright, you guys, thank you again for watching this video. If you want to hang out with me on a weekly basis, click the subscribe button. I'll see you guys all next week.